Good morning, YouTube Nation. This is the Atari 8-Bit Game Hunter for my Sunday, the 29th of September's pickup video. It was fixing up to be a very boring week, honestly. The flea market gave me nothing to work with. Really didn't get much in the mail either. NAVA turned out to be much better than I was expecting with their no topic for this month. But I managed to pull off quite a few good deals, a lot of different systems and games and manuals, so that's something we're going to just go over today. And I'm going to start with some of the odds and ends, instead of saving them for last. I got myself a second Game Gear. Got a decent price on it, it has the back cover. I figured I'd buy it, hold on to it, maybe use it as trade down the road. Let's see, the next item is the converter box for the 2600 remote controlled wireless controller. It's complete with the antenna, so I figure we'll use that. Get myself a couple of controllers down the road. I'll come across them and see if I can convert it over for the Atari 8-bit, so I don't need to worry about the faulty controller ports that they have on the side. That it's a pain in the rear end to plug and unplug. And from there we're just going to get into some box games. Some of these games are box complete, some of them are just box only. The box onlys are for the 2600 because I have the games already, I just needed the boxes, and we'll take it from there. First up, my Odyssey tubes. Picked up Speedway, Spin Out, and Cryptologic. This one has the manual. I got two of them actually from the same guy. It was a whole package deal with the Odyssey. I will share that with you later on. I had two copies of this one and one copy of War of Nerves. Once again, comes with the cart, and I believe in my pile here of manuals, I do have the manual for War of Nerves, so that is complete. I just haven't put it all together yet. Like I said, I had a spare of the Speedway one and that's going to go into my trade bin. I'm going to post that up on Atari Age and one or two other websites, and maybe I can work a nice little trade out for that. Moving right along, we're going to work into the Nintendo stuff, at least the NES stuff. And the only boxed item I got was Legacy of the Wizard by Broderbund. And this is complete in the box. It does have the manual, the label's in very good shape. Anything like this, just looking at the gameplay on the back of it, it looks pretty interesting. I'm willing to give anything for $3 like this a shot. I paid $3 for it. For $3 I will buy almost any NES game, because you don't see them too often complete in a box. And then I picked this up, which is Pinball, the 5 screw back, but this is what I bought it for. It has a Famicom converter in it, right there. And I'm just going to go online today. I'm going to look up a little bit, see if I can learn a little bit about how to do the converter, what modifications I may need to do before I can actually use it as a converter. And yeah, I forgot what I paid for this, but it wasn't a lot of money relative to what I was expecting it to be. And now I'm just going to move right into the Atari boxes, because there are quite a few of them. The first item I got was the keyboard controllers, the CX50s. And because the box is a little bit worn, I took the controllers out. There it is. They are complete. But the box overall is in decent shape. The bottom of it's a little worn out, so I didn't feel like just throwing them in there and, you know, having at it. Yours Revenge. Video Pinball. I believe this one does have the manual and the catalog in it. Sword Quest Earthworld with the $150,000 play Sword Quest challenge, which the Atari people will know was never completed because they did Earth and Fire, limited release on Water, and Air World never came out. And Earth, Fire, Water, and Air were the three pillars of the Sword World. Grand Prix, Basketball, the later release version of Crystal Castles. If you look at the back, I don't know how well you can see this, 1988. So this was a later release. And Championship Soccer, Pele Championship Soccer. So this was right around the time when they changed the title from Championship to Pele Soccer. Pele came out, I believe, 86. The box on the back of this is clearly dated 1980. So just a nice little add-on sticker, I guess, from the warehouse, but they had left over in inventory. Paid about $1.60 a box on those. Let me just see what we got going on here, because I do have something interesting to show you guys, and it was something Matt at NAVA brought up to me. We've been talking about combat, because I needed a picture label combat for my collection, and he goes, if you're willing to wait a little bit, I have an interesting combat. And the fact that combat's about as common of a game as possible, I said, okay, if you have something interesting, I'll wait. I'm not running out buying 25-cent combat cartridges all day long. I have better use of my money. Like paying a toll booth on the parkway, putting 25 cents in a meter. You get the point. So I picked up Combat. It's a picture label, very clean. They sure the hell made enough of them, so you should be able to find a clean copy cheap. But that's the manual. Now he was telling me this. He thought this was going to be a photocopy, but he said he's seen them before on Atari Age in the catalog department, or the manual area section of the website. Personally, I've never seen it before. If you look, it kind of looks like someone hand marked off the X's on the game, and with the way it's looks like it was cut off, it almost looks like someone just bootlegged this thing together. But he swears he's seen it online before, and I'm going to look it up on Atari Age later today after I do this video and do the editing on it. But it's definitely an interesting piece, especially if it turns out to be something unusual. My other 2600 games include Centipede with the 88 re-release. Got Millipede, the 87 Atari Corp re-release. Here's one I collected before and I got back into it now, and I've never seen this version of it. Canyon Bomber, the picture label from Sears. I cannot remember ever seeing that in my years of collecting. I saw the back of this one like this, and I thought it was an Atari Inc. Re-release, an 86 on re-release of the game. I was wrong. King Kong by Tiger Vision. Good label. And here's a game I never played before, but I was hearing very good things about. Threshold by Tiger Vision. And it does come with the manual, so I think I paid $25 for that one with the manual. Seems like a fun deal for me to get into. If people tell me it's a good game and I haven't seen it before in my prior collection days, I'll give it a shot. Throw those down there. We'll knock these two out. They're nothing overly special. Mortal Kombat 1 for Genesis. Card only. Mortal Kombat 2. Again, card only. Nothing all that special there. The next two Super Nintendo games are complete in the box. I'm not going to pull everything out though. I got True Lies and Dungeons and Dragons Eye of the Beholder by Capcom. It looks like a fun game. I've never played Dungeons and Dragons before, but I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos and people talking great things about the series over the time. So yeah, I'll give it a chance, see what it's like. This next one was in someone's bargain bin at NAVA. $5. Take a chance if you want to try to put it back together again. The cart was all mangled up. And that's Yoshi's Island 2. Yoshi's Island, Super Mario World 2. If you see I'm missing a screw, I do have the screw. Apparently whoever worked on this cartridge didn't have the hex security hex driver for it, so they tried to pry it open and they ended up breaking more of it than they needed to. So I got the game for $5. I'll clean off the permanent marker. I'll go down to Digital Press this week at some point, pick up Madden for like $1, $2, and I'll just swap out the back. And I'll have a nice, decent Yoshi Island game, Super Mario World 2 game for about $6. I'm not going to say no to that either. Got a bunch of manuals to go over, including for Sega Master, Reggie Jackson Baseball, Double Dragon, Alex Kidd. This one's a little bit more ragged, has a nice little tear at the top. By Sears is Canyon Bomber game. I actually got the manual with it. I bought the game and I didn't realize I was going to get that with it. Let's see, Millipede, Centipede, my bad. Centipede, Millipede, there we go. Some Activision titles. Kaboom, Dragster, Tennis, Boxing, Stampede. I got Crystal Castle to go with the box. Oink. This one is Robot Tank. Some of these later Activision games manuals I've never seen before. Sequest, Skiing, Skyjinx, Laser Blast. Do it this way. Space Shuttle, River Raid. This is one of the few Activision manuals I wanted to pick up. And the Sears owner's manual for the Sears Videocade. This is the 4-switch one. It's not the heavy 6 or anything, which I was a little disappointed about. Matt also had the system there for $30. I passed on it. Sorry about that, Matt. I have the 4-switcher already now. It's my regular 2600. I'm probably going to end up going back down the road and picking up the Sears Video Arcade and all that good stuff. And part of my deal on Atari Age with this guy Anthony, we're going to be doing a Super Nintendo deal actually. It's going to include a bunch of rare Super Nintendo games, a spare Super Nintendo with 2 controllers, and a handheld. And the first item I got was the handheld. Now this will play Super Nintendo and Nintendo games. So I'll open this up and show you guys. I love getting new toys I can take to work and play with. I hope my company's not watching these videos. And that's what it looks like. Let me just go in. You plug them in just like that. Super Nintendo's ready to go. There, just turn it on. That's for the Super Nintendo. And you can also plug in your Nintendo. I'll figure that out. One of the quirks of actually opening things up live on webcam. But that's the system. Very clean. The guy before me who owned it took really good care of it, so I'm excited. It's going to get a lot of use on my downtime at work, so I think I paid $40 for this one, I believe. I traded him Panzer Dragoon for the Sega Saturn, just the CD only, and $40 for that, and we're just going to be working off the other games. And as those games come in, I'll go over with you guys what I got. It wasn't cheap, but going online, looking at the video price guide for the video games, still saving about $150 if I went online. You know, buy them online off of eBay or Amazon. And I'm all for saving money. And another item, two more items I got on NAVA. I'm going to move back a little bit so you guys can actually see what I got. A ColecoVision. Let's see. The CBS version, ColecoVision, with the expansion port. I don't know if the CBS version is rare or not, but I've been looking for a ColecoVision for a while. Once again, Matt, big shout out to you. He had the expanded port. I was debating buying it about 2 months ago at the July NAVA convention, and I passed on it for $15. Looking back, I'm kicking myself. That was just for the console only, so I still need to find the manuals, the box, the power supply, and the controllers. Yeah, that's going to be a fun little challenge. And finally, Odyssey 2. This was the system that came with those lot of box games. I'm not going to take it all out of the box, but you can see it has the catalogs, manuals, warranty, the whole works. The guy who sold it to me told me that it does boot up, like they'll boot the game up, but it has issues actually playing the games. You can select the difficulty, but that's about as far as you can go with it. I'll take a look at it, see what I can do to try to get it up and running, and we'll take it from there. Try to think if I'm missing anything. The manuals, the Atari 2600. Yeah, I think I'm good. I got 3 more things to sing right here. The first one was of the Atari 400. I picked up an Atari 400 this past weekend on Friday when I got out of work. Cleaned it up, and I traded it away for some games and manuals. Actually, I picked up the Threshold and the other Tiger Vision game for the Atari 400 with about 5 games on them. But this was one of the controllers that was with it that I decided to hold on for myself. It's an SVI Spectra Video Turbo Fire. This is the type of controller I grew up with back in the day, and I just love these things. I have 2 or 3 of them, 2 of them in the box complete. Great controller, does the job very nicely, and also has a little nostalgia for me. And I picked these up. I have no idea if they'll work or not, but Atari 5200 controllers. Got 2 more of them. I'll test them out today, hook them up to my 5200 and see what I get out of it. I'm hoping Matt was wrong. Matt told me that they may or may not work. Probably they won't work. I like to try going there with a little bit more optimism than that, although I'm not 100% excited that they're going to work. But we'll see what happens. If not, I'll take the one I have right now that came with the system that was busted. I'll take two down to the digital press and get them all redone for about $15-20 each, and hopefully I'll be able to go a year or two before I need to replace them again. That's about it for this week. Next week I will have the package coming in. Actually, Monday I should be getting a package in from Atari Brian. There'll be a bunch of Atari 2600 games and manuals. So I look forward to seeing that. That video will be up probably next Sunday. Then I get paid, and then I tackle two other deals. A Super Nintendo deal I picked up with the handheld, and another deal off the Atari Age for more Atari games. And in that lot, I'm going to get one or two prototypes in it as well. So a lot of stuff to share with you guys in the next week or two. Final item, just glanced up real quick, sorry. I got my controller now for my N64. I can start playing that. It's somehow duct tape back together again, once again, courtesy of Matt. But it is in nicer shape than the other one was, and I'm excited about actually getting my N64 up and running and start playing some interesting games. See if I can find Mario Kart 64 cheap, on the cheap side, and I'll pick that one up. And I think that's about it for this week. Like I said, up until I went to NAVA, it was going to be a very lame video, just the highlights of my 400 system pickup. Yeah, I made up for it at NAVA, I'll tell you that much. And with the Atari games coming in from Atari Brian this week, next week's video is going to be pretty good. And I hope, get paid next week, get enough overtime, be able to pick up some of the Super Nintendo games from my buddy Anthony on Atari Age, and hopefully I'll be able to pick up a couple of games from Atari 181. If you have the time yet to go on AtariAge.com, take a trip over there. There's a section on the website especially for collections. Look at Atari 181's collection. It's probably one of the most spectacular 2600 collections out there. At least to me, that one's pretty damn amazing. And it never seems to end. He has more and more stuff, and it's just rarer and rarer stuff. It just blows my mind. But I just want to give a shout out to him because I really get a kick out of seeing his collection, and he's definitely hooking me up with a whole bunch of games and stuff. So definitely want to shout you out. I appreciate everything. Atari Brian, once again, like always, big ups to you. Appreciate the deals we set up and everything on Atari Age. And I look forward to hearing comments. Like, subscribe, comment. Let me know what you like, don't like. Thumbs up, thumbs down. And I'll see you guys on Tuesday. We'll do the Gaming Moment Back in Time video. I'll pull something out of the 2600 collection this week, and we'll just rock it from there. Okay, so I see you guys on Tuesday. Be safe, enjoy, and game on.